If you're in search of an extra boost into your 4Runner and you want a tough looking way to do it, these Barricade HD Overland drop side step bars will be a great addition to your 2010 or newer 4Runner. Now I do want to call out that this will not fit the limited Nightshade TRD Sport in 2010 to 2013 SR5, so keep your year-end model in mind when you're checking these steps out. However, if your year-end model fits, these will be a great addition if you need that extra assistance of a drop step to get you and your passengers up into the 4Runner very comfortably, especially if you have a lift or a leveling kit installed. Now in addition, these are going to be very strong and modular if you want a step that's going to hold up very well and give you the flexibility that you need in off-road scenarios. As you can see, these are going to feature a running board style step up at the top, which tucks very nicely into that rocker area and will feature 2 bolt-on drop steps for each side. Now what's great about this design is that you're able to run these with the drop steps for day-to-day accessibility, but if you know that you're going to need that extra clearance off-road, you can always take them off and keep some peace of mind that you have some protection to the side. Now you can also see that on top of the side step as well as the drop step, these are going to have a raised die stamp construction. That's going to be for some extra traction, especially in those wetter scenarios. It's also going to help reduce any puddling on the step or the drop step there, and of course achieve that heavy duty appearance. What I do really like about this set is that because it's modular, not only are you getting the traction on the step itself, but you're getting it up top on this portion of the step. So if you do have those off in an off-roading scenario, you still have that extra traction up top. You're also getting the Barricade stamp right in the middle, which I think adds a really nice touch when it comes to the branding and the overall look. Now these are going to be strong with a tough steel plate construction, but I do like the fact that they are going to be pretty minimal, which makes them lightweight and not weighing down the 4Runner too much. Now they're also going to have a nice thick texture black powder coat finish on top to protect the steel underneath, while keeping these looking and functioning as new for years to come. Now the entire kit is going to be completely bolt-on, so it's not going to require any drilling or modification for the install, and will come with everything that you need, including all the brackets and hardware out of the box to do it. Now these will be more of a premium option at roughly $525. Now compared to other choices, this kit's going to bring a lot to the table with the heavy duty construction and look, but most notably the modular construction where you can tailor the step to your needs for really whatever scenario that you come in contact with. Now most drop step choices will have welded steps, which will leave you pretty limited, but if you're looking for that flexibility in a well-built set of side step bars, then this is going to be a fantastic choice for you. Install will be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 2 hours to get the job done. Now at this point we can head over to our shop and check out a detailed breakdown of the install and what to expect with your 4Runner at home. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
For this install you will need an impact, a ratchet, 12 and 13 millimeter sockets, 16 millimeter swivel socket, 13 millimeter ratchet wrench, and a 17 millimeter wrench. What's up guys, today we're going to be installing some side steps on our 4Runner, so let's get started. So to start things off, we're going to come under this side of our vehicle here, basically right behind our rocker panels, and we're going to remove this factory hardware that just acts as placeholders for our bolt holes. So we'll grab our 12 mil socket on our impact and run these out real quick. We'll get our middle one. So we're going to go ahead and remove our middle hardware now. So now we've come to the front 2 bolts here, and depending on the side steps you're installing, some only call for removing this lower one here, but we're going to go ahead and remove both just for demo purposes. So go ahead and remove these. So we've got our side steps here up on the table, and we're going to go ahead and put our drop steps on first. It's easier to show you guys how to do it up here on the table. So we have these 4 mounting holes for each step here. We're going to grab 2 of our triangle bolt plates for each step. Then we'll go ahead and get those in place and install our hardware, get our drop steps on before we install it. Just a lot easier to do it that way. So we'll go ahead and get our first bolt plate in, just like so. We'll go ahead and line our drop step up, set that in place. We're going to add a flat washer. So once we have a flat washer on, we'll go ahead and add our 13 millimeter lock nut. We'll do the same thing for our other stud here. So we'll go ahead and get our other one on. And again, flat washer, lock nut for each stud. Then we'll do the same thing for our other step. Then we'll go ahead and tighten these down with a 13mm ratchet wrench. And we'll do the same thing for the rest of our hardware. So now we can go ahead and get our brackets installed on the vehicle, and we'll grab our corresponding brackets for the rear, middle, and then there is a different one for the front. And these will be labeled with a P for passenger or a D for driver. So we'll go ahead and get this lined up with our rear mounting point here. Grab our provided 13mm bolt, lock washer and flat washer for each mounting hole. So we've got our first one started. We're gonna go ahead and run these in hand tight. Now this one is hard to see. We'll show you a little better on the middle mounting bracket. Snug, and we'll add our second one. Again, 13mm bolt, lock washer and flat washer. And we wanna allow these to have some room for adjustment. So you don't wanna get them too tight, just snug enough where they kind of stay in place until you want them to move. Now we'll do the same thing for our middle bracket. We'll go ahead and get our forward bracket in. You'll notice this looks a little different. It's a little wider, but the same hardware is going to be used. So now we can go ahead and get our boards in place. We'll slide the board on, and you want the brackets to be in front of your brackets on your boards. And that can be supported by the brackets themselves. We'll start in the middle here. We're going to grab our provided 16mm bolt, a flat washer, and get our hardware into place. And then for the back side, we will add another flat washer and our 17mm lock nut. So we'll go ahead and add our second bolt and flat washer in. Same deal, back side, flat washer, lock nut. So now that we have these two in, we can go ahead and do the same exact thing for the other two brackets. So now we can tighten down our brackets to our body, and first we're going to use our 13mm socket on our impact to do that. And once you have it done for this one, you can go ahead and do the same thing for the other two brackets. Now we can come in and tighten down our brackets to our boards. So we'll grab our 17mm wrench and our 16mm swivel socket on our ratchet. Go ahead and tighten these down. And then you can go ahead and do the same thing for the other two brackets. So now once you have everything complete for this side, you can go ahead and repeat the same process for the other side. Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our Barricade HD Overland drop side step bars for your 10 to current 4Runner, excluding the Limited, Nightshade, TRD Sport, and the 10 to 13 SR5. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything 4Runner, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.